Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the WINsdom Podcast, where we provide you with the wisdom to win in every area of life. I'm your host, your brother, your boy, Carrington Brown, and I'm coming to you live from the car today, beautiful people. I promised somebody that I was going to put out an episode today, and so I said, you know what, I know 100% I'm not going to have a whole lot of time when I get home to set up everything, set up the camera, set up the recording stuff, do the podcast, edit it. I knew I wasn't going to have enough time to do all of that, so I said, you know what, let me do it on my way home in the car. Then when I get home, edit it real quick, like spend 5-10 minutes editing it, because that's all it's going to take, because I'm going straight through on this thing, and then just upload this, because I want to keep my promise. And so today what I want to do is I want to have a transparent a moment, a transparent experience with you guys, because what is funny, I was working with a client, and this was like a couple months ago. I was working with a client, and I was giving a personal story or a personal testimony of something I've been through myself. And her response to what I said was, she was like, wow, I would have never thought that you went through something like that. Like I would have thought that you had everything together and everything in order, and you just live a perfect life. And I just busted out laughing. And the reason why I busted out laughing is because it's funny to me how people don't understand that transformation comes from transparency, and it's impossible for you to transform or assist in transforming somebody's life if you don't have anything, any stories, any experiences to be transparent about. It's difficult to impact somebody's life if you can't connect with them. It's difficult to impact somebody's life if you've never been through anything. It's very difficult to provide lessons and perspectives and techniques to get past where you are in life if you never had to get past it. And so with just thinking about that, really on my way home, with just thinking about that, I want to talk about a battle that I have right now. And it's funny because I believe that one of the things that I'm best blessed with is supernatural faith. Like, there are areas in my life that when we talk about faith, like Brown is like 100% on it, ain't worried about nothing, ain't scared about nothing. Like, I got faith in God, I got belief in God, let's go with it, and it's going to happen the way I want it to happen. But in other areas, it's not like that. In other areas, I still lack confidence. In other areas, I still battle with allowing myself to go back and forth or compete with the negative what ifs, rather than taking hold of my thoughts like I know I can, and like I do in other areas, and really having dominion over this area. So I want to talk to y'all real quick about a battle that I've been facing once again, and it's a battle of belief, but it's a battle of belief as it pertains to business, right? So me, if you know my background, I was a football player, and being a football player taught me that really, it really just got me in the habit of being successful by investing in my physical and using my physical rather than my mental, right? Yes, I was a smart football player. Yes, I watched film and did all of that. But when it came down to it, being physical, being in that weight room, knocking somebody out, like that's what success was deemed as on the football field. And so the character, or not even the character, but the characteristics that I had, or the perspective that I had, was connected to being successful with using my physical. And so with football being over, it has caused me to use more of my mind. Now, I'm not a dummy by any means, and I believe from personal experiences, revelation that I've given myself, and just the expression of people that I've worked with on how I help them, I believe that I'm great at what I do when it comes to coaching and counseling and speaking. But when it comes to creating products and putting out products, that's where my battle with beliefs come in. It's funny, at the 2018, I did a 40-day liquid fast from until it was like October. My last day was Thanksgiving, and I think I started on like October 11th, October 12th. And so got a lot of revelation from that. But then to end the year off, I did a 3-day fast, and I did 2 days of liquids, and then I did 1 day of just water. So I did 2 days of like smoothies, juices, stuff like that. Then I did 1 day of just water. And I was fasting for God to give me like a word for 2019. Like, God, what do you have in store for me for 2019? And so what God said was, he gave me a verse, and he also gave me a word. Well, a word, yes, but more so it's 2 words. So it's 2 words, so it's more so like a quote. And so the word that he gave me was all in. He said, Carrington, whatever I give you an idea about, whatever I guide you or direct you to do, whatever I give you inspiration to do, like, do it. And I guarantee you that you're going to be successful at it. Right? So that was the word that he gave me. But he also gave me a scripture. And the scripture was, blessed is the man that, Psalms chapter 1. And it's, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in it, or in the law, he meditates on it day and night, right? And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in season. His leaf shall not wither, and whatsoever he does, he will he will prosper. Whatever he does, he will prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. So that was my verse for 2019. And my word for 2019 was all in. God said, whatever I call you to do, whatever I tell you to do, whatever I direct you to do, whatever I inspire you to do it all. And I guarantee you it's going to be successful. And I love God. I believe in God. I have faith in God. But the things that God have directed me or given me inspiration to do have not been put out to the world. Like, I've done them, I've created them, but I haven't put them out to the world. And the reason why it's so sad is because what I've done is, 2019 is almost over. We got 3.5 more months until 2019 is over. And I still have not allowed God to show me that he meant what he told me last year. Because I've read, I got 2 books at home. One is a devotional, one is another book. I'm actually redoing one of the books right now, but 2 books at home, been ready. I have programs, been ready, but because of my lack of belief in the area of business, because of my lack of belief in the area of product creation, marketing, and selling it, I've allowed that to stagnate me. I've allowed that unknown to stagnate me. And like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I finally I finally reached a point where I can accept and admit that it's an expression of fear. Like me not putting it out is an expression of fear and a fear of failure. And it's funny that that's the thing that I've allowed to stagnate me, because that's one of the primary things that I deal and help with people about is like fear is not, like, it ain't even real. Like, don't even give it the power and the space and the authority over areas of your life. Like, you a child of God, you already won, and everything that you do, all you have to do is do it with excellence and with the direction given to you by God, and that thing has no choice but to exceed, right? And so that's what I've been battling with. And so I've been seeking God. I'm like, God, like, how do I get past this, God? How do I get over it? And the answer is simple. And the way that I get over it and the way that I get past it, and not even just me, I'm talking about me, but I'm talking to you too, because you've been here too. And a lot of y'all probably still where I am. But God was saying the way that you get past it is to do it. It's to do it. The only way to build faith is to do faith, right? The only way to get strong is to be strong. The only way to know how much endurance you have, the only way to know how much perseverance you have, is to just do it. Like, whatever that thing is, you just have to do it. Like I tell people all the time when it comes to fear, like the feeling of fear is your potential expressing excitement for the opportunity to show you who you really are. So the fear that I have, or the battle of beliefs that I have pertaining to the area of business, all that really is the real Carrington Brown within me saying, hey, this is an opportunity for you to show you that you're more business-minded than you think. Like that you're more sales savvy, marketing savvy, business savvy than you really think. Like you really a whole lot more than you thinking or allowing yourself to believe. And this is the only way that you can prove it to yourself. And so, God said the only way to get past it is to do it. The only way to get over it is to do it. And so I'm doing it. I'm doing it, beautiful people. And so connected to this also was just, with how things are nowadays and the marketing and everything, I believe a great way so I'm about, if you really been paying attention to me, and you've been sticking with me, you've been staying with me, and you've been like tuning into my content, I'm about loving on people, I'm about giving people, like giving to people. Like I'm really about helping people. I'm about business. I'm about my business, but it's like I'm really about helping people and serving people, and giving people assistance and avenues and tools to heal whatever it is they're going through. And so from working with people, from working with individuals, one of the common things that, and not even just people I've worked with, but just friends, family members, conversations that I've had with just random people, one of the common areas that people have to, or battle, let me say it like this, one of the common areas that people are battling is unforgiveness. Like people are living and walking through their day-to-day life with unforgiveness in their heart, and they don't understand the negative effect that it's having on them. And it's like they're choosing unforgiveness because they don't see the damage that it's doing to them, not the other person, right? They're choosing unforgiveness because they don't know truly how to forgive. They don't know how to position themselves to change their perspective on the situation, to change their emotions or their relationship with that experience so that they free themselves. And if the name of that individual that did this to you comes up, or you have a memory of that experience, it doesn't negatively affect you. Like those emotions aren't attached to it anymore. Like that's what true forgiveness looks like and feels like. And most people don't know how to get to that point. And so in part or in connection with, the things that I'm working on, that I'm about to put out, that God, directed me towards, I'm doing a masterclass, beautiful people. On September 12th at 7 p.m., I'm doing a live free online masterclass, and it's called Let Go and Live, where I'm going to be teaching people, or let me say it like this, where I'm going to be giving people the perspective that they need to have as it pertains to unforgiveness, and then give them the tools needed to truly forgive people, forgive experiences, forgive situations, and to detach themselves from it so that it does not have the same negative effect that it's been having on them. Right, I'm about to really drop some dimes, drop some nuggets, and really give away some gems to people, because I'm tired of people living in the bondage of unforgiveness. And in order for people to get over that, somebody got to help them. And so I'm like, it might as well be me. So that's how we starting off, beautiful people. When it comes to battling beliefs, a lot of times the only way to get belief is to do it. Whatever you battling with, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever you think about yourself less than in, whatever area that is, whatever area of life you think you're not good enough for, whatever area of life you think, hey, I don't have it in me to do it, I can't be successful in that thing, I can't have that type of relationship, I can't experience that type of money, that type of joy, that type of happiness, that car, that house. I can't send my kids to that type of school. I can't build that type of wealth. I can't have those many businesses. I need you to do it. You got to prove yourself. You got to prove to yourself that you have the capacity and the capabilities to do it. And you can. Why? Because you created the image and likeness of God, and God was limitless. So therefore, if God is limitless, you as an individual, as a child of God, by you being connected to God, that causes and allows you to be limitless as well. So my advice for you is this, and this is not just for y'all. I'm talking to me too, but I'm talking to you. My advice for you is this. Whatever it is in your life that you're battling with, whatever it is that you're struggling with, whatever negative beliefs or limited beliefs that you have about something that you desire or something that you desire to do in life, I want you to write that thing down, and I want you to write down a plan of you completing that thing. And I need you to share it with somebody. Because and with all the fear, as scared as you may be doing it, I need you to do it anyways. I need you to go. I need you to do that thing anyways, all right? So that's that, beautiful people. That's all I wanted to give y'all today. That's what was on my heart. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm sorry that I've been gone for a minute. I started working with one of the college football teams in Dallas. Got connected with them and been working with them. And so I've been trying to adopt a new routine, a new schedule, and transition into a new schedule. And so I think I'm pretty transitioned now. And so we back on it, baby. We back on it. So once again, beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the WINsdom Podcast. If you're not following me on social media, I'm at the Carrington Brown on all social media platforms. If you have not taken advantage of your free 15-minute consultation, click the link in the bio in the description box below and go ahead and take advantage of that so we can set the foundation or begin setting the foundation and positioning you to create the life that you desire and deserve for yourself. And also, if you are interested, not even if you're interested, everybody, click the link in the description box below to get your seat or reserve your seat for my free masterclass. Once again, Let Go and Live. I'm teaching people how to forgive. I'm teaching people how to forgive them, how to free themselves from the bondage of unforgiveness, from the jail cell of unforgiveness. Like, you deserve to be free. Like, you deserve to be past your past. You deserve to be free. So let's get it, right? Free masterclass. I'm teaching you how to do that. Click that link in the description box below. Reserve your spot, and I will holler at y'all, all my beautiful people that's coming to the masterclass or checking out the masterclass. I will speak to you guys next Thursday at 7 p.m. And it's gonna be great. Have your pen and pad ready, and you might want to have a box of tissue too. You know, some of us may need it. All right. Once again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will holler at y'all later. But until then, peace out, beautiful people.